How's it going, guys? Jake here, and you're watching Dude Ranch DIY. I just got home this afternoon, and as you can see behind me, I got the Sure-Trac dump trailer loaded with another load of logs. It is about 90% all ready to burn, dry. They were all standing dead ash trees, and you know we love ash on this channel. The couple bigger logs, I think there's 4 big rounds on top, and that's actually more of that red oak from a couple videos back that I split by hand with my Fiskars splitting maul. I probably have about another 12 of these big pieces. I think we cut them to like 36 inches, so we could just zip them in half to 18 back here at the wood yard. But I probably got another 12 of them back at my yard at work, where I pile up logs to bring home as I need them. Not by any means that I needed more logs here at the ranch back here in the wood yard, but this ash was kind of laying out. We're expecting to get 6 to 10 more inches of snow starting early tomorrow morning, and this ash we'd taken down yesterday. So I put the logs off to the side, kind of in front of the pile of snow where a lot of the trucks push the snow in our big parking facility there. So I had to get it out of there, but it's in the truck, or in the trailer, I should say. So let me grab the camera, I'll show you the wood, and I'll show you the treacherous drive that I just took to get all this stuff back here. I'm really impressed with my truck. I backed up pretty much a sheet of ice and icy tractor ruts to get it back here, but it backed up perfectly fine. So I'll grab the camera and show you guys. So first things first, the wood yard with the wood chips where I've been pushing the snow is pretty much open and snow free. But out here, yesterday it warmed up to about 50, 52 degrees, and everything started melting, and I had the tractor out and I was moving those IBC totes for that cord of ash that I delivered after work today. And all of this was like muddy, soupy, kind of slushy water, and now it is totally frozen, and the tractor obviously leaves kind of big ruts, as you can see. I'm really surprised that my truck made it over all the stuff. I think the tractor ruts actually helped. I got 37-inch Falcon Wild Peak all-terrain tires on this truck. It's hard to believe that they're 37s. They just fit the size of the truck pretty well. But yeah, so here is what I backed over, and this stuff, I mean, it is like rock solid ice. Whoa. As I say, I'm slipping, sliding all over it. I almost slipped, but you can see the sun just glaring on it. But yeah, the truck just backed up pretty fine. The trailer was kind of tracking off to the side at one point, so I had to pull forward, but I was able to back it up, no problem. So let me carefully walk back to the trailer. I will show you guys up close what we got in here. So here we go. There's one big round of that oak, so that's the 4th one, then 3 up top there, and then all the rest is ash, and you can see it's already starting to, split at the ends and stuff. Some of this stuff has been laying there for a couple weeks. Some of it, as I said, we took down a small ash tree yesterday. So yeah, we're going to back the truck and trailer up, pretty much that pile of cherry there, and then dump it so that it's out of the way, but in front of this Norway. That way I can just drive in nice and easy with the tractor and the grapple, pick them up, bring them over close to the splitter. Darn it, these last two got stuck. This happens every once in a while when one of the pieces hits that fold in the metal. Sure-Trac does this. They fold the metal and bend it to give it more structural rigidity, but sometimes the logs just hit that one little, it's like a 1 inch of metal. And then sometimes they also get hung up, an entire log get hung up on that shackle. Not too big of a deal though. I should be able to just either pull these out by hand or I can throw the grapple on the tractor and pull them out. Actually, I think I'll just pop them to the side and then re-dump it. It's probably the easiest. There we go. Guys, we got these logs dumped out of the back of the trailer. I'm not going to take the time to put the grapple on just because it's only 2 logs and I just got to move them from here to there. So I'm going to pick them up with the forks, move them over the pile, and we'll see what else we get into. So I'm sure, as some of you guys noticed, when I was dumping out those last 2 logs that got stuck, I came around the driver's side and unhooked this door from the safety chain and left that door. And then I realized that the 2 logs were in there. So then I went back, got the PV, brought them out to the center, and then went up to the front of the truck and proceeded to dump, and totally forgot that this door was not chained. So as I was dumping, I didn't even look back at the footage yet, but as I was dumping, this door hit, and the farthest point down on this door is this safety latch. And as you can see, it once used to be straight, and now it is anything but straight. So this got bent. I just bent it back as far as I could by hand, but I couldn't get it all the way. So now I'm going to have to do a little unexpected repair and try and get that thing straight. That way it fits. I'll show you guys how it looks. Excuse the shaky camera. But, so this essentially goes like that, latches itself in, and it needs to come down and sit in that little groove there, but it doesn't want to because it's so bent. So I'm going to need to figure out some way to bend it back. It's kind of hard. I really don't want to have to take it off because it's riveted in there. I suppose I could always drill out that rivet if I really need to and just put in a bolt to fix it. But we're gonna try and fix it with it on the trailer. Let's see how this goes. All right, guys. As you can see, it's back where it belongs. And I was able to bend it back by just using that 2x4 and this little hammer that I found at the dump. I probably found the 2x4 at the dump, to be honest, too. But yeah, I just kind of used the 2x4 and I slid it in, different places to try and give myself a little bit of leverage. And now it goes in and closes with no problem. I always put the safety chains, I cross them from side to side just for a little added protection. But yeah, I essentially took it out and positioned the 2x4 on this side. It's kind of hard to show with one hand, but up against here, and I was able to bend it back in this direction. I realized that before I said that this thing was always straight, it definitely wasn't straight, because if it was straight, it wouldn't line up with this slot. So it always had, I think, this little like kind of taper to it, because this, if you can see, is positioned farther out on the trailer than this little lash thing. So definitely wasn't straight. It's not ever going to be straight, but at least it works. I can close it, secure the trailer, no worries, and head on down the road. So that was a good little bush fix. Quick, down and dirty, but effective. All right, so this video is kind of all over the place. We're going from unloading wood back there with the tractor and the dump trailer to fixing the dump trailer. Now I'm gonna show you something I've been holding off to show you till the spring, but we're here and I might as well show you guys. It's not the ATV. I currently have the ATV apart. I had to change out the, the CDI box on it. It was giving me a little trouble. I couldn't really rev up the ATV past 3,000 RPM. So if any of you guys have these Sportsman 500s and maybe even the 800s, 700s, it was just weird. It kind of crapped out on me one day. Started up, idled totally fine. I could start revving it up, and then once it hit about 3,000 RPM, it would just like conk out and backfire and want to die. So I did a little digging on the forums and found out that the CDI box is a pretty common problem that can go. So took off the front rack and everything, which is seated over there. Swapped this part out. This was about, I think, $35 online. I don't know exactly where I got it, but it just plugs right in. Let me show you. This is the old one. Just plugs right in. No big deal. And now the ATV starts up and revs, no problem. So I'll probably unhook the trailer and put this thing back together. But behind it is what I wanted to show you guys. And excuse the mess of the garage here, but I picked up a Kubota ZG 227 zero turn 60-inch commercial grade zero turn lawnmower. This thing, believe it or not, has, I think it was like a little over 1,000 hours on it, but it is clean as a whistle. The guy who I bought it from, I went down to Jersey a couple weeks back. He said his son bought it for a small landscaping company that he had. He used it on a couple accounts for a few years. Then the father bought it and just used it on his property. And he said he was selling it because he mowed his lawn too quick. And he wanted to be able to hang outside more and not have to go back into his wife this year with COVID and everything. He wanted to spend more time outside. So he wanted to downgrade and get a smaller lawnmower. But this is one of the few new pieces of equipment coming to the Dude Ranch, and you will definitely see some videos of this in the spring. It's super clean, like I said. It starts right up. I'm not going to fire it up now just because we're inside and everything, and I got the ATV parked in front of it. But super excited to use this thing coming in the spring. Hopefully, it'll be right around the corner. Well, all right, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I know these videos lately have kind of been all over the place with all the snow on the ground and the really cold temperatures that we've been having, except for yesterday, which was out of the ordinarily warm. It's been kind of hard to get stuff done. It's just been really icy and snowy, super cold, so it's hard to, get out there and find the motivation to do firewood and stuff. So I've kind of been bopping around doing little odds and ends here and there. I'm glad I finally got to show you guys this lawnmower. I'm super excited about it. A lot of big changes coming to the channel come the spring, and more to come on that. You'll definitely find out what I'm talking about within the next coming months. But that's going to be it. So if you guys are new to the channel and you like this kind of stuff, please, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video and you're already a subscriber, give us a big thumbs up, hit that like button below. It really helps me out, helps the video out, helps the channel out. Any questions or comments or anything, leave them in the comment section below. I'm Jake, this is Dude Ranch DIY. We'll see you here next time. Thanks so much for watching.